Oh my gosh, stop it. Should I just cut this? Hey everybody! Hey everybody, long time no see, but welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time, I missed you guys, but I'm back. Let's get right to it. A little backstory pala. I turned to YouTube for advice, for tips, but then I didn't really find that much help because everything was like based in the States. So it's not the same because the setting here in the Philippines and our culture is very different. So I just want to help all the young parents out there who are in my shoes before. First harsh truth that I want to talk about is what people think of you. Okay, being a young mom here in the Philippines is so what the heck. Like, it's so hard because it brings so much questions to the table. I don't think people are aware that this happens, or maybe if they are, they don't really pay attention to it and they don't take it seriously. Like, they take it as a joke na parang who cares? But then no, don't not care. You should care because, you know, if they're your friend and you don't know what they're going through, like a simple check-up lang, like, hey, how are you doing? That's like a big help. So you don't know what people think of you, even if you're happy with where you are now. When you go out and you see somebody looking at you in a strange way, you're gonna feel so much anxiety. Like, that's what I felt. Kasi parang ako naisip ko, ano ba ginawa ko? Like, why are they looking at me? They're judging me. Like, you know, I kept pushing that they were. Because it was written all over their faces. And it's so hard. You know, being a young parent, if you and your husband, you and your partner, boyfriend, whatever, walk around with a little baby, I mean, yung ka-age mo, when they pass by you, they're gonna judge you so hard. But whatever, my advice is don't let it get to you. Kasi, first of all, they don't put a roof over your head. Hindi sila ang nagpapakain sa'yo. All the basic necessities that a human needs, they don't give it to you. So why the heck will you think about them, right? If you keep using your present time thinking about the past, it's just gonna keep repeating itself. You're gonna keep wasting your time, and believe me when I say that time is so precious. It sounds so cliche, but being a young mom made me realize how precious time really is. Like, bigla na lang, I'm in school. Pag uwi ko, ma'am, marunong na si Billy maglakad. What? Magapang lang yun kahapon na. I don't even know how time flies so fast. She's gonna be 1 year old in like a month. Like, I just remember being pregnant yesterday. The second thing I want to talk about is studies. So I'm just gonna generalize that people who have babies at a young age are still studying. Okay, so for me, this is a harsh truth because you cannot really balance your time between your baby, yourself, and your studies. Kasi syempre, being a young parent, you miss your time. You miss being able to watch Netflix all day, all night. You miss parties. You miss everything. So, syempre, kakagaling mo lang sa panganganak. You wanna have time for yourself because you've dedicated all your time to your baby, all those sleepless nights, all those, you know, hardships. But at the same time, you'll feel guilty because you know that somebody, which is aka your baby, waiting for you. They rely on you so much. So how can you have time for yourself when you know that your baby is waiting for you? On top of that, how do you get to manage those two and have time to study? So parang for me, it was so hard. I didn't get to have time for myself anymore, but that was okay because I had my baby with me and she was my priority and my school was my priority. So I just had to balance it between the two. But even if 2 na lang yun instead of 3, it's still so hard because you want to be with your baby, but at the same time you have to study for a test the next day, for the next. So all those requirements are just building up, and come midterms and finals, it's gonna be more hectic. So you see your baby there in front of you, but then you can't hold her, you can't, you know, spend time with her because you know that you need to study. So that's the hard thing for me, study and be with your baby at the same time. So that's another harsh truth, what your family thinks of you. Families can't help but talk about each other. Negative or positive, syempre, meron rin positive, obviously. But then usually, negative, yan, diba? I mean, chismis. But you know what? You just have to deal with it. Because no matter what you do, people are always gonna talk about you. May it be your friends, family, or like whoever. So my advice for you guys out there is just learn how not to give a because it's so hard. Like, if you think about what people think of you all the time, you're just gonna waste your time, you're gonna be affected, and then sino talo? Ikaw. What do they have to lose? They're just talking about you, right? So that's my tip. That's my advice. Just be chill. Let it go. Okay, next. It's so hard being a first-time parent because you don't know what to do. You need this, you want that. But then here comes your parents telling you that you don't need this, you don't need that. We got to survive without all those. But you're just like, but that was your time. Like, it's different now. Do you get it? Like, you don't know where to place yourself. If you're still your parent's child or if you're the parent of your child. So, see what I mean? My advice is just take it slow. Take a deep breath. Take as many deep breaths as you want, as long as you take things one step at a time. So that was my top 4 truths about being a young parent here in the Philippines. I hope that I got to help some of you young moms out there trying to find their way into motherhood. I know it's just kind of general, but it's really, really helpful to keep this in mind, just so you know where your attention should go to. I'm just warning you guys out there because it's always gonna happen and it's so hard to deal with these kinds of negativity, but just be strong. Just be chill, okay? Anyway, I just want to thank you guys for always being there for me, for always being so supportive. Just know that if you're having any trouble being a young parent in general, you can always reach me through my email, through my Instagram, through my Facebook, or anywhere you want to contact me. Always keep that in mind. You've got this, okay? Just take everything slowly, one step at a time, and you'll get there. Just like me. I know I'm just a newbie, but then, you know, I've learned so much along the way. And one day, I really hope to break the barrier here in the Philippines na young mom equals ruined life. Because look at me. My life isn't ruined. Like, having my baby made me realize how much I've been missing. And now I realize, you know, what parents go through, na parang how much love they have for their kids. So I finally got to be a mom, so I understand what my mom is going through, so I be more patient, and at the same time I get to learn because of my daughter. You know, she teaches me so much things, and that's so much to be grateful for. So to all you young parents, especially young moms out there, you can do this. Also, don't forget to pray. It sounds so cliche, but prayer can get you help, so much guidance, makes your faith so much stronger. Being able to have Jesus there, God, or whoever that you're praying to for guidance. I end this video by thanking you guys for sticking around, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.